Last two updates weren't the greatest, but OB63 is one of those fantastic updates that I fell in love with high-res over. I'm very excited, so let's get right into it. Starting off with cosmetics, there are more chibi sprays coming. These will be for Fernando, Andro, Willow, Drogos, and Maeve. I cannot wait to get my hands on them. They are so cute. As for the VIP store, Chancellor Maldamba will be on rotation, and Torvald will be getting his legendary dance emote. Along with that is Crime Fighter Shaolin. This is a mostly red recolor of his Guardian skin. The art for it has a bit of a Daredevil vibe to it. There's also a new DLC pack coming, the Frontline DLC pack. This comes with 10 VIP points, 5 keys, 5 Radiant boxes, and the new Epic Enforcer Fernando skin. This comes with an accessory, body, weapon, voice pack, and spray. The voice pack is also pretty cool. Take a listen.
Some people call it excessive force. I call it appropriate force. This is a hot team. It's like a normal team, but under surveillance from law. Get on the ground, hands behind your head. Do you have a permit for that, snake? Cuff 'em, book 'em.
There's also something special in this pack. It's a legendary spray for all frontlines. When you unlock this spray, it'll start to count your wins as frontline, and it'll display them on the spray. That's really cool. You'll have another way to show off your experience with the class. I can't wait to see the other classes get DLC packs as well. Next up is a new box, the Galaxy box. Inside will be Renegade Lex, a recolor of Lexo's suit. I really like the colors on this one. Black and red is my favorite color combo. Then there's Dark Lord Torvald. Dude looks like a frickin' Sith Lord. How awesome is that? This is an epic, so it of course comes with an accessory, body, weapon, voice pack, and spray. Here's the voice pack.
Are you going to bow before me, fool? I'm not misunderstood. I'm just evil. Fight for me. I won't pay you, but it's good exposure. You thought you would get first blood, but it was me, Torvald! Should I kill you now, or torture you later? I don't do hugs.
Then there's Dune Crawler Cassie, another Star Wars looking skin. This is definitely meant to resemble Rey and that little droid from The Force Awakens. Doesn't Ziggs look adorable as a little robot bird? Fun fact, Ziggs was originally a robot bird. Another fun fact, Cassie's original bow was mechanical and had blue electricity flowing through it, just like with this skin. I thought those two things were really cool. I didn't play that far back enough to experience those things, but now I kinda get to, and so do you. As for the voice pack, here's what it sounds like.
Ziggs is a scout unit. He's got long-range scanners and a whole lot of personality. This planet is way different than back home. I'm fully capable of handling this on my own. You're as dumb as a dune rat. There's always another battle on another planet.
Okay, so since we're on the subject of the Galaxy box, I want to tell you guys how boxes will work from now on. So currently you can get the accessory, body, voice pack, and spray all together, and the weapon as a separate roll. But now boxes will give full collections. So everything is going to be together. Along with this, they're going to retire the champion, weapon, and flare boxes. In their place will be a gold and diamond box. The gold box will have several items. Pretty much everything in the 3 retired boxes are going into it. It'll be 75 crystals a pop, and you can get 3 items per roll. This does give duplicates though. The diamond box is 200 crystals a pop, but it gives full epic collections and mounts. The radiant box will stay as is, but the common and uncommon skins will be exclusive to it, so you won't be able to buy them directly with gold anymore. However, they are increasing the drop rate for these skins. There's also a new type of weapon coming. Every character will get a golden legendary weapon. These are really cool, guys. They boost your gold and XP gains. They'll give you 50% more gold, 100% more account XP, and listen to this, 100% more character XP. We have never had character XP boosters before. These will make grinding out those mastery rewards a lot easier. Also, if one of these is in your game lobby, you get 20% of those bonuses, and the 20% stacks depending on how many golden weapons are in the lobby. Now, however, these guns can't be owned permanently. They can be rented with 60 crystals or 6,000 VIP points for 3 days. I'm gonna lose so many VIP points off of this. These weapons also, of course, have their own VFX and stuff. They also have death animations that tie into the character's theme. So it's clear a lot of work got put into these weapons, and I think they did a fantastic job. I cannot wait to use some of these for my favorite characters and make use of those bonuses as well. Now I just have to decide whether to get Leanne or Drogos to 25 first, both for 21. Moving away from the cosmetics, I want to talk about the new daily quest system that's coming. So weekly quests are going away, and they're being replaced with 3 daily quests. These quests can give gold, essence, crystals, or radiant boxes. Now, to compensate for them giving crystals, the crystal login reward is being replaced with radiant boxes. Now, these quests are affected by your login rewards. The more days you log in, the more you amplify and increase the rewards from your quests, while still, of course, having the login rewards themselves. Now, to top this all off, there is this really big quest that takes a while to complete, and it could reward something like a diamond box to you. So that's a full skin set right there if you put in the time and work. Alright, now let's talk about what you guys probably clicked on the video for, the new character, Vivian the Cunning. Vivian here is our newest damage, and like Tyra, Vivian is a damage with no movement ability. Now, you guys may be groaning at the sound of that, but they've given her the tools to make up for no movement. Let's get into it. So her in-hand is an LMG. This does 200 damage to the body and 300 to the head, and has a whopping 80 in the mag. Her right click makes her ADS with the weapon, like how Victor does. Her Q is a barrier that covers her upper body, so this gives her a defensive option to make up for her lack of movement. It'll be odd buying Wrecker for something that isn't a frontliner for once. For her F, she has small deployables called sensor drones. It can stick to surfaces, and it allows you to see nearby enemies through walls. Only you, by the way, not your team. Okay, now for her ult. This is the first ult with no duration.
Have you met my friends?
It could possibly be infinite. It makes 2 little drones pop up to the sides of you, and when you attack, they attack with you. This leads to some really massive DPS. You tanks should probably be afraid because Vivian is going to melt you. Now, like I said, these drones could be out forever. The only way to make them go away is to destroy them or kill Vivian. Then there's her legendaries. First is Suspect Everyone. You and your deployables take 20% less damage from enemies revealed by your sensor drone. Next is Opportunity in Chaos. This allows you to deal 20% more damage if you've already been firing your weapon for 2 seconds. The last one is Sapper Rounds, and this allows her to deal 150% bonus damage to barriers. So these all seem really cool to me. I don't know which one will be the best. The one that sticks out the most to me is Sapper Rounds, because this effectively allows you to have both Wrecker and Cauterize. Now, you won't have Wrecker 3 or anything, but with her DPS, Vivian is probably still going to be able to melt barriers very effectively with this legendary. Alright, so now that we know how Vivian works, it's obvious that Vivian has some very high DPS. There's no doubt that Vivian is going to melt whatever is in her path. Like always, people are afraid that Vivian is going to be OP, but hey, they said the same thing about Tyra when they saw her DPS, and we all know how that turned out. So let's see how powerful Vivian really turns out to be. I have high hopes for her being a really good pick in the realm. I think I'll like her. I'm mainly a blaster player, but Leanne gave me a reason to play hitscan, and I wouldn't be surprised if Vivian has the same effect on me. I doubt Vivian will take Leanne's spot as my favorite hitscan though. Who needs friends when all kneel before you? Now, I want to point out that the location in Vivian's reveal trailer was teased to be a map that will be revealed at the fall final, so look out for that. I'll be sure to cover it when it's revealed. Speaking of esports, there's going to be a digital loot pack for HRX just like last year. The contents in these packs are limited, so when they go away, they will never come back, so be sure to get them this time around. I didn't get the last loot pack, so now I'll never have the In-Convention skin. I do not want to duplicate that this time around. Anyway, as far as what's in this pack, there is this really cool metallic Strix skin, as well as a rare skin for Ceres and Drogos, and an uncommon for Vivian. There will also be poses for Drogos and Ceres. I need these. I need all of it. This update is gonna kill my wallet. Hi-Rez, why must you do this to me? So now let's move on to balance. This is normally the scariest part of every update, but for the most part the balance in this update is really good. So let's start with Androxus. Darkstalker is getting the damage bonus reduced from 30 to 20%. It has been performing very well, and adding this on top of his already crazy DPS is pretty overwhelming. Another one of Androxus's legendaries, Heads Will Roll, is getting a buff. It will increase his clip size by 2. Okay, so pretty much everyone agrees. Androxus's CSGO time to kill is too much. Adding more bullets to the mag makes it even crazier. He'll be able to quickly put out even more damage on the tanks, and he'll have a lot more of a margin for error. I'm not thrilled for this legendary. Androxus needs his time to kill to be brought down if they're going to give him more ammo. Moving on to Genos, he has some bug fixes. His Void Grip will no longer have unintended effects on movement, and the Power Cosmium will no longer deal 60 more damage than intended. Okay, Talus. Overcharge will no longer consume ammo, and its duration will be reduced from 4 to 3 seconds. Along with this, his Raging Demon legendary is getting a rework since its effect is going into the base kit. It will now add another second to overcharge. So basically what this does is it makes base Talus better, while also not messing with the Raging Demon playstyle at all. It's still exactly the same, it's just the other legendaries will be able to compete. This was some really smart balancing, the kind of balancing I expect from Hi-Rez. This was the perfect way to make the other legendaries worth using without nerfing something that didn't need to be nerfed. I want to see more balancing like this in the future. Now on to Terminus. If you saw my drafting guide, you heard me talk about how good Terminus is right now. He can be very difficult to kill, so they're bringing him down again. The initial energy cost of Power Siphon is getting increased from 15 to 20%. His ult charge is being reduced by 15%, and his Undying legendary will now give damage reduction when below 40% health instead of 50% health. I think these will put Terminus in a good spot. He'll still be tanky, but not overwhelmingly tanky. There'll still be enough there to compensate for him being a melee character. There's also some more bug fixes. Qualifying players in ranked won't be match made with higher ranked players, and Mal's gourd hitbox will be put back to normal. The Mal bug was hotfixed, but they still have to put it in the actual update itself, despite being hotfixed. So that's everything as far as patch notes go. I do want to let you guys know that this weekend is Party Up weekend. You get 20% more XP and gold when partied with others. There's also a sale going on for the soon-to-be retired boxes. They're all 20% off right now. Okay, so that's everything for this video. Don't forget to let me know your guys' thoughts on the update, your thoughts on the skins, the balancing, and Vivian. Let me know in the comments below, and that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye!